cousin played in Jeepers Creepers. Yeah.
Hey
no,
guys.
Real shit, he did.
So,
okay, but who are you though? Like, oh my goodness.
Hold on for a
Uncle
second.
Cletus
I'm
played
not
in
sure
the first one.
what the hell I did or if I did this.
Yo.
But
you just can't come up in here getting away with anything. I don't care what time it is. Like, you can't do that.
Okay.
That shit is unacceptable.
I don't know what I did.
Your name is Birds and real shit for real. Yup, it's going on birthday.
Okay. So, guys, I know I look like, and I feel like, but guess what? When I found this out, I'm trying to make everything comfortable. I know I look weird, guys, but oh well, that's just me looking weird. Where am I at? Okay. So, let me give you a little history first. Originally, I am from Chicago, the hundreds, the west side, many other places because I have a really big family. Okay. I guess, when I see certain things in Chicago, I really don't look. Maybe if I bring it down like this, that'd be better. Maybe if I put it over here. Nope. So, y'all gotta excuse me. I'm just trying to figure this crap out. But this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna give you a little information about me, so we all know where I'm coming from. Okay. I was born in Chicago on the west side. Like I said, my family is pretty large. It's pretty large. So I'm sure on the west side people know who we are. Usually when I hear something going on in Chicago, I kind of look at it to see if I know any other people, and I carry on after that. I then went to the military. Since I was in the military, I go home for like to eat and the food and stuff and to see my family, and then I come right back home. But Kanika Jenkins she brought something out of me. And at first I didn't realize what it was. And I thought this was the case of just, the girlfriend setting her up, them being evil and everything like that. No doubt, I'm not going to change how I feel about the friends, because indeed they did set her up. And, but a lot of people, I guess you have to have that mentality. And before you can even judge people, which I see a lot of people out here doing, they are judging people from Chicago, saying we like this, saying we animals and shit like that. Excuse me, Jesus, it is Sunday. But let me tell you something. Chicago is not the only place fucked up, okay? Families in Chicago is not the only families with large families and do incest stuff. What? Incest stuff? Yeah, I said it. And the reason why I am so upset about this situation is because I know a lot of Kanika Jenkins. A lot of them. And something that you think, like everybody like this is, oh my God, it's like this, it's like that, it's like that. But this is something that's very, very common. And it's just not in Chicago. It's everywhere. The people overseas, why do you think the UK keep all the money in the family? Princes, queen, dukes, and stuff like that. They're all related in some shape or form because they're trying to keep it in the family. Okay? I don't know if it's just that, in the area with the kids, the young kids that doing this, you heard about everybody left at kissing cousins and all this other kind of stuff. Let me tell you, it's more common than you think. And that hurts me in my heart so bad to have to say that. This is more common than we think. This situation, we would love to blame her friends. We would love to blame all these other people we've seen. But, really? And you see how my mouth is like this? And I'm like, because I'm trying not to cry. This is a try not to cry look. And who does that look like? Maybe like Irene? You see what I'm saying? When you in a situation, in an environment, you deal with your environment so for survival, like an animal, right? You adapt to your surroundings for survival. And that's pretty much what these little girls, sometimes little boys, are doing. They're in houses, they have a large family. Usually the large family gets together, have gatherings. That's when you see the kids downstairs with beers and stuff and snuck a cigarette and stuff. I mean, we all used to do it. Is that okay? No. No. I'm just saying all this to say, stop judging people. I know that this case hurts. And I don't even know if y'all know the depth, DEPTH, since y'all, and she didn't even say it right. I don't even know if y'all know, if y'all even know Birde and Kanika, first cousins, pretty much look the same. They in love. Why? Because Kanika probably didn't trust anybody else. This is the person she grew up with. They probably was kissing when they was babies. But there's so many people in the house, nobody was there to say, hey, that's not right. So it continued. And it continues. And it continues. And until someone goes and start talking about this situation at A Flaming House, until somebody starts to go and talk about this situation, it's going to keep rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating. Because guess what? When you don't communicate, these things continue to happen. When they say history repeats itself, I mean, y'all don't see that now? You don't see history repeating itself? I am upset because, once again, I know so many Kanika Jenkins. Not in a freezer, but having to grow up under this type of situation, which in a lot of families is common. But guess what? Don't nobody talk about it. So I'm saying like this. A little girl that has been touched her entire life. What type of woman does that make? A woman with no feelings? I didn't say you couldn't be successful. You have no empathy, sympathy. You substitute love with different things. And like I said, if it's not talked about, it repeats itself for generations and generations and generations. I understand some people, that might be amusing. little girls, boys getting touched by cousins, step parents, neighbors, cousins. This is an all-time thing. This is nothing that has stopped. And I'm so upset. I am 44 years old. And do you know, I never knew that this was a common thing. I never knew that this was a common thing. I never knew. And what makes me so much more upset is the family members. They practicing the same thing. Maybe, let's say, cousin got pregnant. So, was it the cousin's fault that she got pregnant? Because really, she wasn't really having sex. How do a baby, a girl, be pregnant and their hymen is not even broke? We all make mistakes when we're young. That's how people become wise. But I think that is so unfair to a person to make them feel like they're tainted because somebody touched them inappropriately. Do you realize that follows that person for their entire life? Some people don't make it out. Some people do. So the question is that when you get to this age of your life, what, do you leave it alone? What did you do? Because Birde and Kenneka was very much in love. Very, very, very much. Y'all know, if things don't start changing for us, don't matter if you white, black, green, purple, because guess what? Everybody got a little something in them. Everybody got a little something in them. I know a person, she thought she was Mexican. She did that DNA test, and guess what? She was an Indian. Not the one with the dot, the one, that Indian. If we do not start talking to our children, telling our children the wrong way and the right way. You know wrong from right. And if you don't, just follow the commandments. We all make mistakes. All of us are sinners. Pray. Pray with your family. Pray with your children. Make your children aware. They say knowledge is power. Something that's been going on for generations. What do you think that would make that stop? Because obviously everybody laughing about it. Oh, Kanika was pregnant by Big Scary. Oh, Kanika was fucking around with Birde. Look at him kissing. Birde knew he was doing incest. Kanika didn't care. Because guess what? That's where she was getting her love from, was Birde. That's where she felt good with, is with Birde. She was able to be relaxed. He was up there. You know that you loving each other when your man's sitting up there flat ironing your hair. Come on. So, a lot of people like to make jokes about this situation. And you got some people that's just going to be they just going to, dog you out no matter what. Because don't nobody want to see you happy. I wasn't going to even come on here and say anything. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start seeing stuff. Because guess what? If I don't say nothing and I don't do nothing about this, what's going to happen to my daughter? What if I go to a family reunion? I don't say nothing to my daughter. It's over 100 of I have over 100 cousins on my mother's side. That's not my mother's side. It's probably over 75 people my age and younger. So when we all hook up, family reunion and stuff, do I just let my daughter walk into something like that? Because we moved. I'm sorry. We moved. I wanted something better for my kids. I don't want them. That weighs on my heart. And yes, you put it in the Lord's hands. But if something was to happen to my baby, I wouldn't be no more good. Teresa Martin, she done been through some shit. Because obviously, they all have. When I was maybe 20 years younger, we on the west side. On Racine, sometimes Battle Village. And my cousin, he had, the girls loved him. Loved him. So, he was, messing around with these girls, whatever like that. It was about 5 or 6 of them. They all knew each other. Matter of fact, one day, he was at the house with another girl, and one girl came to the door talking about she needed school money for school and stuff like that. One of his baby mamas. He threw her some money and told her to come back when she was done. But they all know each other. And I was like, wow. Y'all know each other? At that time, I thought it was pretty, okay. Well, I didn't think, oh, wow, that's strange. I thought he the motherfucking man. These hoes know about each other. And they was in competition having his babies, trying to pop out the first boy. Really? Really? So, like I said, things like this will not stop unless it is talked about. These days, all these sexual allegations on everybody. Everybody. And they did it. But that's what they did. And people feel like, oh, if I talk about it, people will look at me like I'm tainted. People will say, because that was the word back in the day. Somebody touched you, raped you, did something like that. You was the one who fucked up, not them. Somebody pop up pregnant by their cousin. You was the one who fucked up because you the one pregnant, not nobody else. When that cousin who fucked you over tell you, have a fucking nice life. And all your cousins that had been fucking with them too, they turn their back on you. They turn their back on you. So maybe you don't have nobody. And that one person who gave you love, that one person who comforted you, that one person who you didn't know that this was, it takes two to tangle, right? Tell that to a little kid. People trying to find an answer out. Close my door. Get out.
I gotta get the shoes.
What shoes?
Like my shoes.
Go get my shoes first and bring them down here.
But
Go get my shoes. Bring my shoes down.
I'm just trying to find the matches.
Okay, bring my shoes down. Bring the shoes that you don't have matches to.
Okay.
Because some of them are mine. How somebody lose 4 pair of Harachis in 1 year? 2 black, 2 white. Harachis? That's why these kids growing up these days got a size 10 shoe. Why she wearing a size shoe? I'm wearing, and she in 7th grade. Then took all my shoes. Oh, all my good shoes. She be just showing them in school. But once again, so with her, do I not tell her? Do I act like everything is okay? Do I try to protect her? No. I can't do that. She has to know. She has to see. She has to see how people are. Because if she does not, she will not be prepared. She takes taekwondo. She a blue belt. But it's for a different reason. It's not for that stuff. Did you find my black gym shoe? That purple shoe is yours. Mine's is what color? Black. That orange shoe, you can leave that down here. And my custom shoes here, those not mine. Where's mine?
Custom?
My shoes with the toes out. Don't worry about them. Here, just go put it in there. They should be in there. Or they're under my bed. I asked you to get my shoes from under my bed a long time ago, but you never did. So, sorry. But, once again, do you not tell these kids what's not going on? Or do you let them figure out for themselves? Because pretty much when you got a big old family and things are going on, it's kind of like you got to figure out for yourself. Because you got so much going on. And your aunts and your uncles and, they at work, y'all at home being you being babysitted by the older cousins. Right? So, you do all that. Go turn off my light.
Okay.
Did you get them? Did you find them? No? The ones you didn't find, leave down here. Just throw them in my room. Throw them in the closet. And when I look under the bed, you couldn't find none of them? They're probably under the bed. Don't worry about it. You almost done? No?
You should come and take a look. I have reorganized so much.
So your room look like a regular room?
Come look.
So you can't do my room?
If you want to see how my room is, come look.
Okay, I will. Give me a finish. Let me finish first. Let my door closed. Even though I let her know what's going on, I'm just not going to throw anything to her like that. These kids these days have a different mentality. They are very emotional because that's what our community set them up for. But everybody knows. Not everybody. about driving me smoking. I know y'all realize that it was a tape out there. Somebody leaked a tape. There's many tapes out there of what actually happened. I've seen one. I went to school in South Chicago, Avenue O. And we had a little group that we'll go and we'll act like we would step and we'll go. It was kind of like a pep rally thing, but we made it out, because it was more, South Chicago was more for Latin Kings and stuff like that. Washington High School. Okay. So one day, it was just like the regular days. We got on the bus, we acted the food, we went down. So what we would do was you could take the bus two kind of ways. You can go either the front way or the back way. But if we went the back way, if you want to pick up you some gym shoes or get you some food and stuff, that's the way you went. So in McDonald's, all that stuff, we go there. Everything is seeming like it's all right. We go into McDonald's. Commotion happened. They killed. But of course. But guess what? An 11-year-old boy was the person doing the shooting and the killing, getting ready for his initiation to Latin Kings. Next day, we're at school. Everything is popping off. They pop up in 5 black cars. I called my mom to get up. She came and got me. They stabbing people and everything like that. This world is not even, and everybody wants to say Chicago, Chirac, Chicago. There's other places like Chicago. And guess what? I'm in Houston now. I'm in Texas now. I'm not in Houston, but I'm in Texas. I'm by Houston. Houston got 5th Ward. I know the 5th Ward. I hear somebody saying 5th Ward all the time. So I'm taking it. They got a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Maybe a 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Because I pretty much stay to myself. But they got it too. A lot of the kids and cousins you heard come from, where did it come from first? The South. Because you be in a small town, and guess what? One down the street is your cousin. Some people get married. Didn't you remember back in the day when they was making you take blood tests to get married? That was to find out if you were indeed related. Why? Because negative plus a positive equal, you know what I'm saying? I ain't being funny. We all got them. Some people choose to hide it. Some people choose to be really forward with it. I thought that this was not a common thing. Let me explain to you guys something. When I left Chicago, I was in the military. I've been a lot of places, a lot of places. Well, my last deployment to the Middle East, I was in an explosion. And I came back, I was in the hospital for about 1.5 years. Then my cousin came and brought me down here to Texas, where I went back in the hospital for another 6-some months. I was on loads of medication, and I guess I kind of had lost my will to live. I mean, yeah, I took pride. I love seeing my kids. That was the only thing that was keeping me alive. I stopped looking forward to the holidays. I didn't get out the bed. I stayed in my pajamas. It wasn't good. I prayed. But guess what? God is so good. Because this year, I don't know what happened. There's something going on this year. I feel so good. I feel great about the holidays. I got holiday stuff. Now, y'all might be like, that ain't nothing big, but guess what? It is. You might not know because you can't, and that's the thing that I'm trying to say once again. You cannot say what don't work for me because you're not in my situation. That's the same as the people at home. You don't know what type of situation. How you judging somebody and you don't even know their circumstances? I understood. This is what I understood. I thought that everything was being released to Facebook and to YouTube and Twitter and Instagram, whatever y'all do. If you like it, I love it. I thought that was being done to find out so they could solve the murder, pretty much. No. This situation, like some people like, her friend said, oh, no. Wait a minute, I thought I seen her stepdaddy there. Wait a minute. I thought this was it. Wait. Well, wait a minute. Then I turned around and I heard, I know I'm praying. I'm praying. I am so much praying that this is wrong, but I freaking saw pictures. I saw pictures. So, and it wasn't anything being concealed. That's the thing. I think maybe that's why the mom didn't want to release her phone. Because I'm so sure in her phone, she has many. I'm 100% sure in her phone, she had pictures of her and Birdie in the bed, her and Birdie just sitting there kissing. It was just all over. She didn't look at him like he was her cousin. She looked at him like that was the person that loved her. They gave her love. Not necessarily the love that she needed, but the love that she wanted. So many contributing factors to this. There's so much stuff out there to confuse you. Almost like what's going on right now with our government. It's a lot of confusion. But that's everywhere. I guess I just came on here because this situation really did take my breath away. I'm live when you weren't here.
You're live?
Yeah. Goodbye.
How many subscribers you got?
Get out. That's why I don't like little kids. I'm glad. Oh. That's what I get up every morning for. But let me tell you, this Kanika Jenkins is an eye-opener. You guys need to be looking at these videos. You guys, you don't need to be sharing them with each other. You need to be sharing them with your kids and show them. Because like I said, this just does not happen in Chicago. And I wish people would stop. Y'all some animals, y'all this, y'all that. Man, fuck y'all. How about that? That's everywhere. What about Detroit? Oh, what about the gangs in Los Angeles? East Coast, West Coast? Everybody got some stank. Everybody. There is no one, not one person, not no man or woman, child, human that is without sin. I'm here to tell you right now, Kanika will get Jenkins. Kanika will get justice. Sometimes people will tell you things so they can get more out of you, right? Wouldn't it be better for them to say there's no investigation so everybody can be, what, good, cool, whatever? I wanted at first, I was like, my initial emotion is that they all need to go to jail. But guess what? Y'all saying Teresa, well, she a grown woman. She know better. What if she don't? What if nobody never told her? What if she was dealing with something like that herself? She's seen some horrible things. She just lost a child last year. She losing one again. She on a lot of medication. Me, myself personally, no. I wouldn't have been able to do none of that. Matter of fact, I probably would have been in the hospital under sedation. But something that Chicago does have is strong black women. Strong black independent women. Now, how they got to that point? Any means necessary. Will it continue? Yes. And guess what? If Irene, Monifa, Tolliver in jail, if these people, because it's just not no 1, 2, 3, oh, this list gets so big. She should have known. I just found something new out today myself. That's why I was so upset. If we do not educate, make our children aware, Sometimes you have to stop stuff when it's really, 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 really small. Because when it get real big, it's going to be out of control, and you're not going to be able to resolve it. It's going to be some downfall. You got more than a shit. I don't know how people got 7, 8, 9, 10 years. It still blows me away. But you know, if you grew up around a big family, then you're okay with that. You know, the way that you raise them may be different because you got a lot on your hands. I'm gonna just say this. The information that you guys have, they have. Everything that y'all see. You think they'll have a special team to see that same stuff? These little programs y'all getting on here to clean up the tape, the video, y'all doing that with a regular computer. People who have departments for this type of stuff, forensics is a motherfucker. Let me tell you, our forensics has went up so much. In every area, in every region, we have mortuary teams. How I know that? Because I was on one. You guys can do your research. Do as much. Because it will bring awareness. It will bring awareness. The only reason why we are aware of the things that's going on, because Teresa Martin took her ass down to that hotel to find her baby. And Teresa Martin is strong. Because guess what? Yeah, I would have been in jail. So I would have tore that place up looking for my daughter. When she went up in there, she seen her baby there. You can't say what you want to do. One more story and I'm going to end this. Because I got to let this go because it's hurting. 2 weeks before I left for Iraq, I had a friend. He was in surgery school in California. I was in Great Lakes, Illinois. Okay. My daughter was, 5 months? It was time for me to leave. So like I said, my friend came down from California for my going away party and everything. Because you're going to get doing your job, but you're not 100% sure you're going to make it back. So he came, and something really weird happened. When he came, my cousin from Alabama and them, they came over. Ginger, you coming to the family reunion? I don't do my people family reunions. I'm going to be honest. No. This time I went, and he was there, and I said, well, I'm going to go to this family reunion. I'm going to come back, yada. So that weekend, he spent the whole weekend looking at Tyler Perry, listening to Father Can You Hear Me? He was listening to it so much, I was like, boy, if you play that song one more time, I'm going to have to black that out. Okay? So that's what he did. I came back. He was supposed to leave Wednesday, but I talked him into staying so we can actually have a party. His cousin called him Wednesday and said something about a terrorist attack, and he needed to be back to St. Louis because that's where he was from. I said, don't, we on the base, we straight. Tonight my party came. When I woke up that morning, some said, do not get off this couch. And I listened to it because I had been drinking the night before and I was tired. It was 10 o'clock and I hadn't seen him. So I was like, good, he's not going to the party. We see him, we could just chill all night. He came in because he went to the show. He said, you're not ready? I said, oh, I'm not feeling good. My head hurt, my stomach hurt. I feel like I could throw up. I ain't got nothing but I had every excuse in the book. And usually, when this happens, they be like, girl, they go in my closet, get my stuff. After your second drink, you'll feel better. This time, at my going away party, they didn't say nothing about it. Before he left, he said, I love you. I said, be safe. When that phone rang at 4 o'clock that morning, I had to leave 2 days. In 2 days, I had 2 days left. His mom told me she wanted me to bring his body home, but I couldn't because I felt guilty because he was there for me. So those 2 days, I really didn't show any emotion. It did not hit me until I walked into work and everybody started speaking to me. And I was like, no. But you say Teresa Martin don't have any emotions. You taking medicine. You can't say just because you emotional don't mean another creature's emotional. She has seen tragedy throughout her life. Kanika Jenkins will get justice. But all these other different countries, they pull together when something happens. And even though I done seen so many people pull together for Kanika Jenkins, something need to be set in place to stop all this. We need to bring awareness to kids on incest and other people doing foul stuff to our children. They might be able to color that up 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 years. But what happens when it comes back? Do they start doing drugs? Do they start hurting people? Do they become violent because they're so angry? These are all contributing factors. And if we don't figure it out, start making sacrifices, we are not going to make it. Education, sacrifices, being open, speaking about these things. As long as you are doing any of that, we're going to see another Kanika Jenkins. Probably, definitely during Christmas, when the summer, definitely the summer. I just really wanted to share my views with you guys, because I know if this affects me like that, then it's affecting somebody else. And everybody want to make this into a laughing matter. And it's the farthest thing from a laugh. Teresa did what she did to keep her motivated to even move on. Help others by helping yourself, educating your children, and all this other stuff. So much stuff that we need to do. Stay prayed up. Hopefully, I will not have to address this issue again. And once again, like I said, if y'all having a fun time being a detective, continue. But before you release something, think about what you're doing. Before you judge somebody, think about what's going on in your situation. And if you just have the perfect life, then help that person who needs help since you so good. There's so many people that's affiliated with this murder that guess what? They're not going to get everybody. That's not going to happen. Am I being negative? No. I'm being realistic. All them people who's involved, why are you worried about what a court can do for them? God's going to read the Bible. God said what? He'll take care of it. And you let him take care of it. And you put your faith, your trust, your loyalty in God, not a man, not a person. A person will leave you. You will have nobody. But guess who you will have? God. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm far from. Oh, just ask. I'm sure I have a big long list of shit. But guess what? I don't even care who says what. Because if me saying something is gonna make my daughter aware and make my daughter know that that is wrong, and let my daughter know you ain't gotta do that. I love you to the moon and back. You will when you grow up, might find a man that will love you even more as a companion. But you have love. But there's only one of her. If it was 4 or 5 of her, I don't even know what I would do. I do believe in my family. I am the person, maybe I'm one of the people with the least amount of kids, and I have 2. Justice for Kanika. Kanika will get justice. But let's start helping our communities, our children. People always want to say the man won't give us no. They won't do that. Well, guess what? If you don't go to school, guess what? Who taking these McDonald's, Taco Bell jobs and stuff? These college kids coming home. Everybody don't have the money to go to college. But well, there's a will, there's a way. I pray that somebody will listen to this and know they are not tainted. They are not the wrong one. The adult or the older cousin who know it's wrong, that's the wrong one. And if you felt like this was something common, and you like, well, when this was going on all these years, it just became so comforting, I just let it happen. And I could have said something about it, but it was so, I kind of liked it. You see a lot of people that has no self-worth for what I just said. And I am shocked. Even at 44, I am shocked that this is so much more common than I thought. In order to stop all of this, rich, poor, white, black, green, purple, as we talk about it, it's going to continue to happen. But guess what? Like they say, things are small. You know how it just used to be maybe the little girl and a handful of boys? It's girls and boys now. And it's getting worse. It's going to be worse unless we as individuals do something about it. If you got to go get you some counseling, if you got to go do whatever, that's what you need to do. I know we don't like going to the doctor. Neither do I. But you got to do what you got to do. I know I look like shit on Sunday. I missed church today. This EMP drill is still going on. And it was just like I predicted. I told you guys, just calm down. If anything would have went on, you would have heard sirens. The TVs would have went off. If anything that shouldn't have happened. But let me let y'all know something about this drill. A lot of the DOD and the government, you will hear say, oh, this is just a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. We're in Asia right now, right? We don't know what's about to happen. If we go to war, this will not be a OIF, OEF thing. No, this will be a World War III thing. I don't try to say a lot, and I've been trying to get like into something that's gonna make me feel like I'm being productive in my little space here. So, you know, it's going on. I'm even asking a little girl to help me, you know, how to do that. I done put a little, I guess I'm trying to set stuff up. But like I said, this is all new to me because I've been gone for the last 10 years. So now it's time for me to do something. Now it's time for me to be back productive. Now it's time to bring up awareness. And you know what? I did not think that this was wrong, but I'm going to start coming to y'all with stories like this. And if you don't want to listen to it, you can leave. And I talk to myself, because guess what? I don't need none of y'all money. Guess what? Even if this helps one person, I'm good. If this helped one person, thank you, Father. I ain't playing this game no more. For the last week, my head has been extremely hurting. Just because always. And it brought back a lot. Everybody want to do their part. I did my part. I joined the military. I did whatever they told me to. Almost like lost my life because of it. Not on one time. So now it's time for me to do my part for our children, for my children, for my grandchildren to be, for my people, you know. So I'm going to keep on. And I'm going to be talking about incest. It's not going to ruin my holiday though. Maybe by the end of the year. Or maybe after that. God is good. You guys continue to educate, sacrifice, love one another, and before all that, give God his praise. I'm about to get out of here because this has been an hour and I have talked too much. I love y'all and stay positive.